I'd envisaged when I thought through the whole scenario. What did happen when I started to look at what Craig was doing, he was actually going through most of the things I'd worked out as an assessment sort of regime. So things like, he was being positive, he was negotiating to a degree the goals and things like that. It's just that, Pete was overcoming those goals very, very quickly, that kind of thing. So he sort of did tick through all the things, or most of the things that I had down as sort of an assessment routine for that. What I did find interesting, maybe I need to write it into the script a bit more, you guys tell me, is when the carer and the nodding man and dancer, when Pete and Melissa got together, there was just an element of confrontation there, and that would have been really good if we could have sort of brought that out and saw to a degree how Craig would have coped with that sort of scenario where the carer is a problem and the person he's supposed to work with has a problem as well. I know the scenario is limited by what you can do with the avatars, but no, it was actually, it was kind of cool. So thank you. And debrief-wise, I'd sort of point out some of the things that Craig did do, like I talked about a minute ago, like, acknowledging that they were late, trying not to, lie their way around it, listening, thinking about things, being specific about what his goal was there and what he had to do, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I would have talked about that. Ta.
Craig, you have great communication skills.
Thanks. And Glenn, I think this scenario is really, really good. It was definitely something replicative of even what I've seen in the fitness industry, and more so maybe towards our diploma students who tend to work with clients who obviously got some sort of issue or disability. And it is sort of funny, particularly working with elderly people, people that have had strokes or some sort of mental illness. You do get this sort of, whether they intended it to be or not, it's sort of a confrontation and is a little bit confronting, and it takes you back until you sort of get used to it. But I think it was really good.
Yeah, it was sort of intended, based around like that brain trauma unit guys that have a volunteer thing that you guys had something to do with as well. So, that sort of clients I think are really quite difficult and confronting for most of our students to actually have something to do with. Yeah.
Can be much more difficult if you want me to.
I would have loved you to and do a double pirouette as well.
The problem for me was that the carer kept butting in and taking over the conversation.
But that sort of, it's really real life anyway, I think, where the carer is sitting in the background and sort of, okay, I've had enough, can't put up with this anymore. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'm going to tell them exactly what I think of them, that sort of thing, which Craig did diffuse nicely. So with his supervisor thing. Very well done.
I've found it's very much what happens a lot of the time, particularly when the carer is someone by the person with the problem, so like a wife or partner or husband or whatnot. They do, obviously, if they don't see progression, obviously they can't see it in a big picture sort of thing, because they don't know where the program's sort of heading and what is really progress. So if they don't notice that there is some progress or what they think is progress, they sort of do take it the wrong way and can be quite angry sometimes.
I think, personally, it went really, really great. One thing, I thought Melissa was very patient. If I was the carer and had the trainer completely ignore me for a few minutes there, I probably would have chucked a tanty. But maybe, and I'm